10 Things You Should Never Do If You're Visiting North Korea. Popular K-drama Crash Landing on You units up an interesting romance between a South Korean heiress who paraglides into North Korea and falls in love with a high-ranking officer. In actual life, however, a day trip to this reclusive and closely guarded United States is no longer as simple. For these who are thinking about a go to North Korea, we recommend strongly towards doing so, specifically if you can't tolerate strict hints that song your whereabouts and preserve you from touring on your own. Not following the country's policies and guidelines can get you arrested or worse. So heed these phrases wisely. 1. Don't name it North Korea. Tourists who go to North Korea have to refer to the US as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK. North Koreans choose that you name their US via its legit title, as this suggests that you renown the country's view of itself as the top of the line and official Korean government. Surrounded via deep valleys and mountainous terrain, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK is one of the most remote and notoriously secretive nations in the world. It welcomes solely various thousand-site visitors every year. 2. Don't criticize the United States of America or its leaders. Avoid criticizing the country, the leaders, or the citizens. Questioning the authorities or announcing any poor observation about the ruling household will be interpreted as a signal of disrespect. Worse, any jokes or insults about North Korean management may also have you charged with treason. Visitors will be predicted to exhibit the equal reverence as the locals, which capability that you shouldn't take selfies doing the peace signal in the front of any monument or fold a newspaper with the face of Kim Jong-un on it. 3. Don't raise banned objects into the country. Tourists can't convey the following gadgets into the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK: standalone GPS devices, pornography, drones, magazines, newspapers, spiritual texts, or any print or digital sources about North Korea or South Korea. Take notice that if you do deliver your cellular phone, you can't make any worldwide calls in North Korea. Surprisingly, blue denims aren't allowed into the US either. Denim jeans, which have been invented by way of Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss in 1873, are viewed to be an image of capitalist America. You can nevertheless put on black jeans, however you will be requested to trade into extra gorgeous garb when touring the statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. 4. Don't expect unbiased travel. Any go to North Korea requires that you be part of a government-sanctioned tour, the place you will be accompanied via information at all times. These excursions are closely monitored, and you will no longer be authorized to wander off and discover websites on your own. All of your interactions with civilians, if any, will usually be shadowed by means of your guide. Highlights of a guided tour will take you to the northern facet of the demilitarized zone Democratic People's Republic of Korea DMZ as properly as state-approved locations, such as the Tower of Juche and Kim Il-sung Square. Bowing is obligatory when you are in the front of the statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. Otherwise, you hazard offending your guides. 5. Don't take the incorrect photographs. Much of what goes on in interior North Korea is veiled in secrecy, and this can be felt in the country's extreme restrictions on photography. Note that you ought to ask your publications for permission earlier than taking any photos. Capturing unauthorized images of Navy officers, airports, building sites, and authorities' constructions, any location that is no longer declared a tourism web page, will be regarded an act of espionage and have you banned from the country. Additionally, you can't take pics that depict the United States of America in an unfavorable light. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK doesn't prefer any imagery portraying its civilians in various states of homelessness, malnourishment, or poverty. 6. Don't point out or exercise your religion. Take care now not to communicate about any spiritual beliefs or show your belief by means of handing out spiritual substances to everyone in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK. Christianity, for example, is prohibited to the factor the place being caught with a Bible ability that you will face imprisonment, torture, or execution. By contrast, previous and modern leaders are improved to godlike repute in North Korea. 7. Don't go towards your tour guide's wishes. Going towards the hooked-up guidelines in a tour can put you and your guide's existence in grave danger. If you are caught doing something illegal, your information may also be accused of being a co-conspirator by using helping you undercover agent on the country. For this act of treason, he or she will be imprisoned. Therefore, if you locate the restrictive motion in a pre-planned tour suffocating or troublesome, you may additionally favor to go to any other destination alternatively of North Korea. 8. Don't anticipate to witness the real North Korea. Prepare to hear a one-sided standpoint of records when you go to North Korea. Due to authorities that needs uniformity and absolute compliance from its citizens, it will be very challenging to acquire a deeper seam into the not-so-polished components of daily existence in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK. Any truth about North Korea is tailor-made to promote a narrative of the USA as wholly self-reliant and free from oppression. While this may want to now not be farther from reality, the locals have no way of seeing via the propaganda and understanding the disparity between their USA and the relaxation of the world. 9. Don't tour with your family. While this precautionary measure may sound ominous, it's higher to be secure than sorry. For motives you can probably guess, a notorious regulation referred to as the Three Generations Rule used to be hooked up in 1972 through Kim Il-sung. It mandates that any serious crime will punish now not solely the perpetrator, however 3 generations of their household as well. This is supposed to dissuade feasible defectors from appearing out in opposition to the government, lest they put the participants of their immediate family at risk. 10. Don't go to North Korea if you're going to destroy the rules. Breaking the policies in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK can get you detained in the country, imprisoned except due process, or worse. There will be no second possibilities for vacationers as soon as a rule has been broken. If you graft to sneak unlawful photos or interact with the locals about politics, it may be higher for you to remain home. We hope this sheds some light on what goes on in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea DPRK. Due to the tight manipulate over data in this socialist state, there is nonetheless tons that we don't recognize and have to be cautious about. Even vacationers who are used to following regulations to the letter need to nevertheless assume twice about a go to North Korea, the place each motion is considered with suspicion. Thanks for watching. Let us comprehend what you assume in the remarks section. Make positive to subscribe and comply with our webpage for extra of our terrific videos.